Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Gone are the days of wrestling with our favorite LJN wrestling figures, trying to convince them to stand up. What's a guy to do? I'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get on Etsy and look up 4 Left 3D Creations and get yourself these amazing custom LJN figure stands. There is a custom stand available for every single one of your LJN wrestling superstar figures. Make your display shine by grabbing these custom LJN stands from 4 Left 3D Creations today.
All right, folks, unfortunately, that poster up there and a couple of bags downstairs and a shopping basket downstairs in the cave are the only lasting remnants of Toys R Us in the country. Well, for me anyways. But right now I've got a little bit of time to kill, and I'm gonna take you guys on a trip to where the Toys R Us in this area used to be. We used to have 2, one's a little further away, and it was turned into a Burlington coat factory, so you know, they probably pretty much remodeled that one. But the one that I'm going to take you to, half of it sits vacant. Let's go see if we can see anything at the former Toys R Us in Greece, New York. Here we go. All right, folks, let's drive into the plaza that once held the greatest toy store in the history of the world, Toys R Us. And then we'll get out and we'll look around and see what we can see. And then we'll go around the back of the building to see if anything remains. Any remnants of what once was. And you can't see it right now, but there's a giant for lease sign on this entire plaza. At one point, this was I'm waiting at a red arrow, as you can see, but at one point this was a pretty happening plaza, as were most plazas. Come on, fella. All right. We're pulling into where Toys R Us used to be. Of course, the signage isn't here, but the signage used to be right up on that big sign we just passed. All right, to the corner over here where it says, well, come on, don't lose the camera, where it says Rock City Furniture. That was Toys R Us. So Rock City Furniture was Toys R Us, but Rock City Furniture has only taken over half the building. So now we're gonna go see what we can see with the other half of the building. Can we see inside? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's pull in and we'll take the phone off of the pointless car dock thing that continues to fall, and let's go look to see the old Toys R Us. There's Rock City Furniture. That's nothing, we don't care about that, but there it is. There's the doors. There's the doors to the Toys R Us. Let me get rid of this phone call. All right, here we are. What can we see inside? Very little to nothing. We do see, let's see, let me pitch up here. So that's it. That's all we're getting. There's got to be stuff in there. But you see that little warning sign? That's got to be an old Toys R Us. What does it say? This site in the building, I don't know what that says, but not much you can see in the old Toys R Us. It's dark. You can't see in, unfortunately. And you can't see anything over here, I don't think. No, nothing there. But there's the doors. There's the doors to the Toys R Us. That was once it. Now let's go around the back. Let's see if we can see anything in the back. All right, we are going to go around the building now to see if there's anything behind the store. So I don't even know if we're allowed to go. I assume we're allowed to go behind here, but we're going behind here. Again, vacant, tons of vacant stuff, just sad. Let's see if this guy's gonna plow into me. No, he's not gonna plow into me. All right, let's go around the back of the building. It looks like an RG&E van. Ah, jeez. There's already somebody going around the back of the building. What's he doing? What's this goof doing? All right, I'm gonna go around him. All right, we are making our way around the building to the nether regions of the plaza, where nobody should ever be. There's a lot of dumpsters back here, but nothing to dive for. We are coming around where Toys R Us would have been. There's actually more cars back here than I would have thought. All right, that is not it. And here's where it would have been, I think. Yep, there it is. All right, let's get out and take a look at this real quick. And there's men working, so I'm not going to be here long. There's like a gas and electric crew here. So here we go. There it is, folks. There she is. Toys R Us. That can't come off. But there's the back door to Toys R Us. There's the loading dock of Toys R Us. No remnants, no nothing, no signage, no... I mean, I wouldn't expect there to be, but there's nothing. The only thing remaining is the door number 1. Here's the entire back of the building, and then door number 2. There it is. That's it. Now, if we could get in that building, that'd be a different story, because I'm sure that there is stuff inside the Toys R Us. Even if it's cleaned out, I'm sure that there is something in there. There's gotta be, hang on, I'm putting on my seatbelt. There's gotta be something in that Toys R Us. There just has to be. But for now, this is all we get. We get the door and the loading dock. That is all. We'll be right back. All right, folks, so this video is not over yet as I sit here in front of Toys R Us's doors. I'm going to go into the Rock City Furniture, and I'm going to ask them if they have access to the other half of their building. I'm not going to bring the phone in, but let's see. I'll be right back. All right, folks, so that going in that store was actually more valuable than I thought it would be, and I really wish that I had brought the phone. So I went in, and the guy greeted me, and I said, hey, well, first I said I need to look at some recliners. I didn't want to just go in there and ask about, so I do need a recliner for my office, but I'm not buying one today. Anyway, I said, hey, silly question. Do you guys have any access to the other half of the building? And he said, no, we don't. And I was like, because that was Toys R Us. I'm in a park. I don't want to drive and talk. I said, because that was Toys R Us. And he goes, oh yeah, I know. And he goes, so is this building? I go, yeah, I know. But in there's no remnants of it. It's not remodeled, but you just can't tell that it was a Toys R Us. So he said, I said, I wish I knew what was in there. And he's like, nothing. And he said they cleaned it out and there's nothing. There's no posters laying, nothing. So what he said was that they use it for storage. The plaza, the owners of the plaza use the other half of that building, which was Toys R Us. They use it for storage of the lifts that they use to change the light bulbs and change the signage and all that. Those are all stored in the Toys R Us. And there's a Navy, New York Yeah, there's a Navy recruiting office. There's a Navy and a Marines recruiting office that is right next door to Toys R Us and always has been. He said that sometimes they use that space for training, whatever that means. So I'm guessing there's nothing of Toys R Us except maybe some paint on the walls. So that's good information, right? There's nothing in there. Now, I should have brought the phone in the store, because as I was walking around the store, there's a back room, and the back room was Toys R Us's back room. And I kind of looked in there, and there was nothing that resembled Toys R Us except one section of a wall that was painted blue and yellow. And I thought that was cool. So one section of a wall painted blue and yellow. There's your old Toys R Us. That's it. You know, I'm sure if I got into his back room, there might be, again, maybe some paint on the wall, maybe a sticker that somebody stuck to the wall. That's all I'm looking for. I didn't want to go in too deep with him and tell him what I was looking for. But I would have got excited to see a sticker on them. I'm excited about the Toys R Us logo on the door in the back. So not a bad trip. It didn't come up empty. I saw the Toys R Us logos on the door, and I got big information about what they're using the Toys R Us for. They're using it for storage. The plaza uses it for storage of large mechanical lifts. So still sad, and the red doors still look very nice, and I miss it. I miss Toys R Us and the era, of course. All right, that's all. Quick video. We're gonna, you know, this is 2 a day. We're gonna do the LJN video today too, but I just wanted to, I had some time and I was driving around. I didn't know where to go. I didn't bring the GoPro, but I didn't know where to go, so I just did this. See you later. Bye.